zone of say 25,500 or 600 on the downside, followed by 26,000, and if it trade in this level and if it consolidate, then again it would be very good, as we have already seen Nifty consolidating at the zone of 24,000 and all. We were been talking that market khatam ho gaya, another downside would be coming, but Nifty has surprised and still trend has been positive. Still it's been trading with higher tops and higher bottom formation. The previous swing lows had not been broken. Now regarding with the bank Nifty, has been considered from a top of 54,467. We have seen correction of more than 1400 point, and today we have seen already 900 points of or 800 and 850 points of correction we have seen. Immediate support is been considered for the bank Nifty. It's a present rate where it's been trading 53,000, 52,800 to 53,000 is a first support zone. If any out this thing breaks, then 52,500, 52,600 would be coming in the play. On the higher side, immediate resistance lies at 53,300 followed by 53,800 band. So right now presently both indices, no doubt they are feeling a pressure, but they are near the support zone. So don't be aggressive towards this short. Just wait for shorting also if you want to do shorts, and even for the long, if someone wants to play, then look out some good stocks where the accumulation has been going on. Like if I have been just watching the metal index, somewhere around 15 stocks are there in metal index, in that 11 stocks are in the positive side. So if someone wants to go on this sector right now, they can look out Tata Steel, JSW Steel, SAIL are the few of that which can outperform in coming days.
Okay, let me just in the same breath mark the selling pressure that is getting witnessed in the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, and my apologies, in indices other than the Nifty and Bank Nifty. The mid-cap index is down 0.5%. Now, this is what I'm just trying to point out, ladies and gentlemen, that while there is a sharp sell-off, or let's just say it's still profit booking, there's no sell-off to talk about on the Nifty. The index itself is down 1.4%. This kind of pain is not visible on the mid-cap and the small-cap. The Nifty mid-cap 100 index is down just half a percentage point. The small-cap index is actually down less than that, down just a third of a percentage point, at 19,183. And here is Nifty and Bank Nifty, which are showing a cut of 1.4 and 1.6% respectively. So the broader markets are not exhibiting this kind of profit booking, although you see a sharp sell-off sort of taking root. One stock that I'd like to mark on the green side is Power India. This is the erstwhile Hitachi Energy. I see a very, very strong move coming in, coupled with very high delivery numbers over the last 1 week or so. Is this a record high? No, not really. But last 5 days of action have pushed it in that zone, which we saw about in July. Was it July? Yes, 5th of July. Power India for you, Brijesh ji, what are the charts telling you?
Now, as you have hinted to the viewer, see, it's very much simple. The small cap, the mid cap, where the 52-week high is being made. In such type of market where the 52-week high is being made, that indicates that the trend of the stock is being positive. But again, as been saying always in all the business channel, don't be aggressive. Even if you are trading, use stop loss. Now regarding with this, Hitachi is been considered. The stock made a high of 14,376. That was on 3rd of July, and we have seen stock seeing a profit booking. Then it made a base at around 10,800 odd level, and even on the daily chart, it's been trading with higher tops and higher bottom formation. So first of all, trend has been positive of the Hitachi has been considered. I feel upside it has a potential. If someone have a view of say a month or plus, then 16,500 is a level it can go. Present rate can be used for accumulation purpose. Regarding with the stop loss is being considered, then the previous a little bit deeper around the support lies the previous somewhere around 13,300, 13,400 or 1,000 points of where wake down is a support. On the oscillator front, it has been making higher lows formation has been seen. And if I talk about the longer term time frame of the chart, it has a potential to go all the way to 20,000 also. But right now, for someone has a view of say one month to a 2 month, then 16,500 is a target which I am looking for with a stop loss of 13,300.
The other point that I'd like to mark as far as Power India is concerned is this fresh move that began on last Tuesday, because the government of India announced it would invest 9.2 lakh crore rupees in the transmission and distribution part of the power sector over a period of 7 years, and that sparked a rally across the board. So Power India is there. Look at how Schneider has moved all of last week. There are strong moves coming into ABB, Siemens, and of course the entire power producing chain. But remember that ancillaries, which is companies that make power equipment for power producers, will rise much faster and much further than power makers for two reasons. पावर मेकर्स जब तक प्लांट लगाएंगे तब तक बहुत टाइम बीत जाएगा. पावर इक्विपमेंट players will be paid much before that, and that kind of enthusiasm will get reflected faster into power equipment makers and their stock prices rather than the power producers like Tata Power and NTPC. They are also doing well, but equipment makers will far outshine this as far as this space is concerned. What else is buzzing? Saregama. This is from the Sanjeev Goenka group of companies, the music catalog owner of India's finest musical talent, up another 11%. This is a setup which is happening for a while, and this is something that Brijesh ji should have also take a look at. Saregama 631. क्या लगता है ब्रिजेश जी?
Yeah, so Sahilji, if we talk about number one, the trend of the chart is positive daily, weekly, both in both the time frame. Previous swing high was somewhere around 580 around. Now, if you look at chart day on a daily time frame, 25th of September, stock made a volume breakout followed by the price breakout. We have seen stock making a new 50-week high. That time also it has made a bullish engulfing candlestick. And today also it has made a bullish engulfing candlesticks. Today also we have seen a volume breakout in it. Now someone has a view of say a month on, so definitely one should have it in their portfolio. Immediately support lies at 580, deeper support is 568. On the higher side, target goes to 860, 870. So for a 1 month time frame or a 2 month time frame, Saregama look positive. 860, 870 is a target. Present rate can be used for long with the stop loss of 590 or 568.
Okay, let's look at the performance of Saregama on the fundamental side. This is a company which has a market capitalization of 12,100 crores, record high. The revenue is 845 crores on a trailing 12-month basis. It's an extremely profitable company, 190 crores worth of earnings in the last 12 months, and is sitting on a pile of cash, about 660 crores, is debt-free, and of course has outperformed the broader market 67% in the last 9 months. And if you look at the 3-year performance, each year Saregama has gone up by 22%, handsomely outbeating the consumer durables index. And in the 5 years, the CAGR each year has been 80%. So that's how multi-baggers move. And let me just give you a snapshot of what Saregama does. I am sure all of us are aware about this wonderful company that has kept our eyes and music in absolute top shape, motion picture maker, video and television programming activities. Let me just get some data on Saregama for you. Okay, this is okay. Let me just get this data for you. You remember the radio that comes, which a lot of people gift each other. It has the entire catalog of Saregama's old songs, but that's how it is. Old songs constitute about 42% of Saregama's entire musical catalog, and the company makes these caller tunes and cheap data caller tunes, which result in a lot of money coming in from streaming services like Ghana, Savan, Hangama. All of them take this musical catalog from Saregama on hire and make us listen to this wonderful music. 3:10 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's just take a detour into the markets. The Nifty is now slipping and slipping further. 25,800 is now where the battle is. Today's loss totals 317 points, 370 points. Look at the Nifty Bank falling much more than the Nifty, 862 points, down 1.6%. And the Sensex, it shaved off 1,300 points in this profit booking, down 1.5%. Brijesh ji, anything that catches your fancy on the long side?
Sir, look out for Fortis Healthcare. You know, on the daily time frame as well as on the shorter term time frame, chart look promising. 3.5% up. 52-week high is 622. Intraday high is 618. Currently quoting at 1606. 16 present rate can be used to go long. If someone has a view for a very short term, keep a stop loss of 600 around and then play for the target of 640. But I prefer if look out for a broader picture. If someone has a view of say 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, then keep a stop loss of 590. Present rate can be used to go long for the target of 690. And another counter on a buy side is Amber Enterprise. I still remember, you know, because since I am coming on your show on Monday, yes, and you told me about Amber. We have had discussion on Amber Enterprises. So presently chart is looking promising. You know, a swing high was 5,361. I feel again the stock would be trying to catch that level. Right now it is at 4,800. Present rate can be used to go long with the stop loss of 4,600. Play for the target of 5,300, 5,320.
So that's the move coming in on Amber India. Remember EMS space, this is the electronic manufacturing sector, hardwares, you know, televisions, fridges, washing machines, irons, microwaves is the new space where the government of India wants to dramatically reduce the import bill of the country, and is asking more and more companies to set up such factories in India and produce locally. This is one of the biggest areas of wealth creation that many sensible analysts see in the coming 5-6 years to create huge wealth for sensible buyers. Very strong move on NTPC as far as weekly change is concerned, and of course the entire performance in September. Brijesh ji, what are the charts of NTPC telling you?
So NTPC, if I talk about the rally from of 384 around, it's still going strong. Nothing negative. Presently it is quoting at 443. Today we have seen stock making a new 50-week high. I feel like stock should not break 432, 436 odd level. Higher side a target or resistance line at 465 around. So I feel that it might try to touch 465, but I feel 432 should not be get broken. So 432 should be the stop loss. Present rate or dip can be used for taking a long for the target of 465.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now what we'll do is look at one sector that is should provide some momentum to the market. Remember, the monsoon is receding. It means that rains will stop and construction activity will again come back into the focus, and that's the reason why you see a very good move that is coming into cement counters. Look at India Cement, now the top performer, up 1.2%. Dalmia Bharat is 1.5% higher. ACC, Ambuja Cement, all of them showing signs of life, and of course festivities where a lot of construction also begins. Your favorite cement pick on charts, Brijesh ji?
So as you have said, is absolutely right. The cement counter really start from the month of October, November. It goes up to February and March, or max to the April. I look out Ultratech Cement. Ultratech Cement chart is where higher top higher bottom formation is being seen on the shorter term time frame. Right now 11,797 around has been trading. Present rate can be used to go long. 11,500 suppose lies, and for the target has been considered a short term target 12,100, but I'll say that have a view of little bit on time frame on the higher side, say for a month, and so then 12,600, 12,700 should be the level where the target lies. So present rate can be used to go long with the stop loss of 11,500, play for the target of 12,200 or say 12,600 to 700.
Okay, we'll just take a look at some other prices that we often used to mark. Battery makers are doing well, 1.2% uptick on Exide, again reclaiming the 500 mark. Amara Raja, AREM, Amara Raja Mobility is 2.2% higher, 1422. And of course, you have another company called TI India, which is Tube Investments from the Murugappa Group, 4352, 5% higher. This is one of the finest wealth creators over the last decade or so. I remember the stock at 300 rupees, which is now at 4,305. Within the PSU space, where do we see momentum? It's the metals, quasi-metal space that is doing very well. Midhani, Mishra Dhatu, 405, 4.6% higher. Bharat Dynamics, 2.6% higher. 1160. Garden Reach, 1.8% higher. 1730. Remember, the entire metal space has been beaten black and blue in September, and there seems to be some relief in the offing. What else is buzzing? We've discussed NBCC, 1.4% higher, almost 180, and HUDCO, 1.5% higher, 241. Remember, both NBCC and HUDCO have seen glorious days 3 to 3.5, 4 months ago. NBCC, I remember, above 210, and of course HUDCO above 310, 320. So lots of profit booking in that space. 3:18 p.m. So far as markets are concerned. 12 minutes left. Let's see whether Brijesh ji has some hope on BTST and STBT calls. Brijesh ji, something that you would like to take home on the long side or the short side?
JSW still looks promising to me. I'll say that one can look out JSW Steel as the metal counters are in the favor of buying side. 1032 around has been trading. Keep a stop loss 1012. Play for the target of 1068. Saregama definitely not for the BTST, but chart wise still looking promising. I feel that 619 should not be get broken. So keeping that thing as a stop loss. For a BTST has been considered 652, 655 around the target lies. And another counter where the buying is been seen is Apollo Tubes. 1583 around it's been trading. Present rate can be used to go along with the stop loss of 1550. Play for the target of 1640, 1645.
Okay. 320. Now let's just sort of take a deep breath and put September in perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fine outing for the markets. Forget today's pain. There's nothing much to talk about that. But it's been a terrific month for Indian equities, which were sort of doing phenomenal work because of the rate cut that happened on Wall Street on September 18th. If you look at the Nifty, the index itself is up. Let me just give you this exact number on the Nifty. It's up about 3.5%. Okay, yes, 3% in the month of September. This is after removing 1.4% today. 3.4% till Friday. And amongst the top performers in this index on a month-to-date basis have been Bajaj Auto, 14% higher, Shriram Finance, 11% higher, Bajaj Finserv, 10.6% higher, Tata Steel, M&M, 10% higher. Remember, Bajaj Finserv and Bajaj Finance were outstanding performers because their subsidiary, Bajaj Housing, got listed in September, and it was a blowout listing. Before that, these counters had started to rise, and Bajaj Finance in particular continues that momentum. Brijesh ji, what are the charts of Bajaj Finance telling you?
So Bajaj Finance has been considered number one. Both the stocks, I'll say Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv, both the stocks are on the are looking promising on the buy side. But especially if Bajaj Finance has been considered, then the rally from a level of 6,500, the low, the previous swing low, which was made on 16th of August, from there nothing has been wrong in the stocks. All the it's been trading all the moving averages in a shorter term time frame as well as on the daily chart time frame. 7,700 around 7,710 around has been trading. So for a short term bet is been considered. Not at the present rate can I'll say to be long, but if it trades somewhere around 7,650 or below, then one can take a buy call in it with the stop loss of 7,450. Play for the target of 8,100, 8,150.
Okay, one stock that needs to be kept in mind is Tata Motors. This is the underperforming stock on the Nifty, down 11% in the month of September. And today, some news coming in that the company is setting up a plant down south to meet fresh demand coming out of the Indian geography. Medium-term outlook, Brijesh ji, on Tata Motors, is enough, or could there be more pain ahead?
See, overall trend of the chart has been negative. Still, I'll say downside it has a two important support. One lead lies at 855.58 around. Another support lies at 920 around. Overall, on a daily time frame, lower tops formation has been seen on the chart, and all the important moving average is still trading below that. Stock till it doesn't close about 1,050, we'll see that any rise would be used to for a short purpose. If 1,050 has been crossed, then we can say okay, the selling has been absorbed. Now stock can again move out towards the level of 1,150 or 1,200 odd level. So purely for a medium term outlook, I'll say that 855 around and 920 around are the level for to be long in it. And as I said, 1,050 is the level where if it crosses, then it has a potential to go all the way to 1,300 or 1,350 in a medium term time frame.
Okay. In the dying moments of trade, cement is raising its head. Mid-cap cement is doing phenomenally well. Look at Orient Cement, 4.5% higher, 291. Birla Corporation, 2.3% higher, 1265. India Cement we've already discussed. We've marked Dalmia Bharat. Look at Mangalam Cement. I'm talking about only mid caps because this is a space which has traditionally attracted the two top players, Ultratech and Ambuja, to hunt for smaller targets and acquire them to increase their reach and of course their customer base. At the same time, this sector is buffeted by very weak margin growth, very weak volume growth, and nobody seems to be making decent money. That's the reason why valuations are sort of fairly in the comfortable zone. But it's only the mid caps that attract attention for traders in the hopes that you will see some kind of a profit book, some kind of a transaction happening again. Look no further than Prism Johnson. This is a stock that I've been marking since 160 rupees from the middle of September. Last I checked, it was at 224. So this is the kind of run up that is happening. What else is in the buzz? RVNL 1.5% higher, IRFC 1.3% higher, Container Corporation in the green 918. Again, nothing to talk about in the PSU space. I'm just marking those stocks which show a green tick. The Nifty, ladies and gentlemen, ending at day's low. This is not looking good. This is 374 points down. 1.5% lower. 25,800 is the new battleground for the bulls and the bears. 400 points down on the Nifty IT index, 41,920, down about 1%. It's the Bank Nifty which has taken it on its chin, 1.6% lower, 850 points. And let's look at how the top 5 banks have shaped up. Today's top loser in the index is Axis Bank on the banking side, 3.33% lower. It's also the top loser amongst the tech index heavyweights. 1274 ICICI Bank, 32 rupees lower. SBI has shed 2% at 787. And of course, HDFC Bank is down 20 points, 1732. All 10 index heavyweights are ending in the red, led by the biggest daddy of them all, Reliance. Can't remember the last time I saw a 100 rupee cut on Reliance, 29.50. These are charts that are getting, how should I say, weaker and weaker, but let us see. Please understand that when the first day of fall is with a 3.3 percentage point cut, it essentially means that the downside has more to go. Do not try to sort of provide support from your buying. Let the index settle, let the selling abate, let the trend reverse. There is no harm in sitting quiet for 2 or 3 days and enjoying the price action rather than trying to provide support when none is needed. 25,800 is where the index is battling for the bulls and the bears. Brijesh ji, any closing thoughts?
See, as you have said, absolutely right. You know, right now everything has been going down. Even heavyweights are going down. Still, I would be saying, as I've been saying, 25,600, 25,700 is the support. Let that be there. If that thing breaks, then another support would be coming. Let the Nifty or a index make a base in it. Look out. Do practice of looking the stocks which are making a new 50-week high with a good fundamental. As you have been discussing, volume breakout has been seen. Look out volume breakout stock. Look out price breakout stock. And then when the market start moving up, look buy that stocks. You know, छोटे टाइम में ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट मिलने की चांसेस ज़्यादा रहते हैं उसमें.
Okay, 329, ladies and gentlemen. Brijesh ji, thank you very much for your time, and very kind of you to come in on the start of the week where the bears are on the front foot and the bulls are sort of taking a day off. Thank you.